We're going to learn today how to classify angles, specifically 4 ways to classify angles. So the most common angle is the 90-degree angle. I'm just going to draw it here. So the way to classify this is called a 90-degree angle, and it's more specifically called a right angle. So this is usually signified by a small box. It's usually in red, so I'm just gonna put it in red. So this is what you call a right angle. So that's the most common type of classifying an angle. The other type of angle is we're going to go to the acute angle. Now that angle is actually, just before I do that, let me just signify this as 90 degrees. So this is a 90-degree angle, or a right angle. The next type of angle is less than 90 degrees but greater than 0 degrees. That's called an acute angle. So let's draw it down here. Actually, let's draw it here. So this right here is what's called an acute angle. So this angle is less than 90 degrees but greater than 0 degrees. So you can probably say this is, you could say 30 degrees or 45 degrees. So that one is called an acute angle. Now the next type of angle is called an obtuse angle. So I'm just going to actually write it here just before I get to the obtuse angle. So the acute angle, I'm just going to signify it here quickly. So its measure is, so let's say we call this, let's just say we call this angle A. So the measure is greater than 0 degrees, but less than 90 degrees. So it's less than 90 degrees, but greater than 0 degrees. So let's go to the next one, the obtuse angle. So this is one way. Okay. So this angle is greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. So we can call this maybe 120 degrees. So we can write it as S, so greater than 90 degrees, but less than 180 degrees. So this is what you call an obtuse angle. And the fourth type is what's called a straight angle. So this angle is 180 degrees. So let me draw it. Get that better. So let's just put a midpoint here to show where the angle might be. So this is 180 degrees, also called a straight angle. So this angle is simple. It's just its measure. Let's say we call this also angle A. So its measure is equal to 180 degrees. So those are the 4 types of angles, or 4 ways to classify angles. If this was helpful to you, please subscribe, like